India, the world's youngest country with over 600 million people below the age of 25. But when we look at parliament, when we see the ministers, the MLAs, the MPs, we see grey hair, old faces and political dynasties that have ruled for decades. Have you ever wondered why is India's youth missing from real political power? Why do young leaders struggle to rise in the largest democracy on earth? Today we are going deep beyond headline to uncover the truth about the young politicians in India. And what we find might just shock you. Let's start with the numbers. India is young with 65% of its population below the age of 35. But in the Lok Sabha, only around 12% of MPs are under 40. In the Rajya Sabha, even less. This is what experts call the youth paradox. We have millions of young voters, but barely any young leaders. And this isn't just random, it's the result of deep systematic barriers. Researchers and political analysts point out four invisible walls that stop young Indians from entering politics. Wall number one, dynasties rule. In India, politics is family business. If your father or mother is an MP or MLA, you have a shortcut. But for first generation young leaders, the door is often closed. In fact, a study shows that over 30% of Indian MPs came from political families. Wall number two, money and muscle. Contesting elections in India is expensive. Crores are spent on campaign rallies, media, and ground workers. Young people, especially from middle class or rural backgrounds, simply don't have that kind of money. And without muscle power or patronage, they can't even get noticed. Well, number three, party gatekeeping. Political parties in India are tightly controlled by older leaders. Even the so-called youth wings are often led by people in their late 30s or 40s. Fresh voices are rarely given tickets or real power. Wall number four, disillusionment and fear. Many young Indians see politics as a dirty, corrupt and dangerous. They prefer safe careers, government jobs, private sector or even migrating abroad instead of entering the political battle. A survey by Nitish, CSDS reveals that while Indian youth are enthusiastic voters, they stay away from active political participation. Most prefer issues-based activism, protests, online campaigns, rather than joining a political party. And this trend is stronger in urban rural areas where youth see politics as a game played by the rich and powerful. Interestingly, rural youth show slightly higher engagement, but they too face challenges, especially women and marginalized communities who deal with double discrimination. The UNDP reports calls out structural barriers, high cost of elections, caste-based politics, and the lack of mentorship for young leaders. So even if a young person dreams for becoming an MLA or MP, the path is filled with obstacles. But here's something few people talk about. In the past, many of India's great leaders from Jayaprakash Narayan to Arun Jaitley started as student leaders. Universities like JNU, Delhi University and AMU were breeding grounds for political talent. But over the years, student politics has been sidelined, suppressed or reduced to factional fights. This has cut off a major pipeline for young political leadership. As a result, today's youth are more likely to fight online battles than contest student union election. But all hope is not lost. Experts suggest a clear solution to revive youth participation, reserving quotas for youth in parliament and party tickets, providing state funding and subsidies for young first-time candidates, reviving student politics with more freedom and responsibility, launching national leadership training programs in schools and colleges. If even 10% of India's youth step forward, it can transform the political landscape. So here's the final question. India's future belongs to the youth, but will they step up and claim their space? Or will they continue to stay as voters, leaving leadership in the hands of the old guard? The choice is ours, because only when the youth rise will Indian politics truly change, not just with slogans, but with new leaders, new ideas, and new energy. Let's break the walls, let's build the future. It's time for young India to lead.